What's up, new future builders? Welcome to another edition of What If Wednesday as we continue to build a new future for ourselves, for our families, for the community, and the world. I am happy to be here. Actually, prior to this, I had right now I'm doing something called Tech Labs, and so every other week I'm doing what's called like an open hour. Anybody that has a technology question, come in and ask me a question. So I got on it. And I was a little down, like energy low. Like I didn't really know what I wanted to talk about. Completely, my brain was just not there. Right, my brain was just not there, and it's ultimately because right now, again, I've discussed we're in the midst of a move. Right now, we are holed up in my parents' basement. They've been nice enough to allow us to stay down here until we can finish up things and move into our new home. Our past house, the old setup, has been sold, and so some other person is sitting in my office right now, and so we're waiting. We have another house that we have successfully we have under contract. We're waiting to settle, and so it's been a while. So it's really been under contract now since probably October. I want to say it's been a while. Okay. And so we ultimately thought that we were going to somehow get into our new home somewhere at the end of October. That was a reasonable goal at the time. May have even been before that. I don't remember exactly, but we should have been there then, right? They kind of kept pushing it back on us day in and day out now. And that's not too bad, right? We already knew it was like, hey, there's some delay. They had to do some research, settle some things with the title and all this stuff. And so, we got to make sure those things get taken care of. And it's a reality, right? It's a reality. Now it's November. Right? It's November, and they finally say, okay, it's close. Things are getting wrapped up. It gets late in November. It's like, all right, we have some dates. All right, so it's done. Like it's going to be done any day now. Cool. And so then they started setting hard dates. Like, all right, we're going to settle this date, right? And so they gave us the date. We're excited, like we're pumped up. My wife are finally like happy. Our oldest son has been telling us that we're never ever gonna move because it's taken so long, and so we can't wait to just tell him so he can be quiet, right? So this is where we are right now. So they give us a hard date. We get to it, and they say, all right, well, unfortunately, something happened, so we got to push it back. So it was a couple days before that, I got to push it back. It's like, all right, well, okay. They push it back, and then a couple days later, it tells us I got to push it back again. And then they set it for another Friday. I set it for Friday. It comes like Thursday, I think. It was about Thursday that week. They said, oh, well, unfortunately, now we need another like appraisal, and they have to go back through this process again, run your credit again because it took so long. Like, okay. But after this is it, right? So like, okay, we can do this. Woosah, we can do this. So we wait a little bit longer. They tell us then the Monday. So we wait till the Monday. They say, no dice, nothing back yet. It's like, what? Like, you said it was gonna be today. Like, what? Okay. Woosah. Then it becomes Tuesday. Say, hey, we're going to schedule it for Tuesday. Doesn't happen. Woosah. Right, so deep breath. We give it some more time. Here it is. They say, we're going to do it Wednesday. Today, Wednesday. Today, Wednesday. Okay. Don't keep in mind that Monday was like set in stone. They told us we had to get the utilities ready, make sure we start wiring the cash, all this stuff, right? They told us Monday and the settlements like 6 p.m. They told us at about 2 hours before. We could have easily started to been en route like we again. So he said, oh, Wednesday's good, it's fine. So here we are, Wednesday. And, we just had that feeling like, oh, yeah, Wednesday should definitely be done. Had that gut feeling, though. Woke up this morning and said, nobody actually said and confirmed that this thing is good yet. So we reached out. It's all right, we're still waiting. And we're still waiting. And so we told us by 4 o'clock. By 4 o'clock, again, update came again, nothing. So the finish line kept getting moved on us. over and over and over and over again. So we're still sticking to it though. We're still sticking to it. And the reason we're sticking to it is because we have to get there. It's our home, right? Our home is on the line. So we will cross that finish line, whatever it takes, because it is our home that's on the line. It is the place that we want to live the rest of our life at. We have to make sure we have to be patient. We have to be willing. We have to persist. All the frustration, all the difficulty, we have to persist. And this is really relevant. Like, I'm not just telling this story just to complain about my day. I'm saying this because many of you have something that you want to do, want to accomplish, you want to achieve, and the finish line continues to move, continues to get pushed further and further away. The finish line continues to seem to be one step further. Like somebody puts another obstacle in the way, or he races the finish line and puts it back. You find out that the finish line was just a checkpoint, right? This happens all the time in your business, in your relationships, in your career, whatever it is. The finish line seems to get moved and you feel like you'll never finally get over it. And what you do is you stop fighting for it. Not because you aren't good enough, not because you don't want it. It's because you haven't identified it as your home thing, right? Just like this is going to be our home. We will fight to the end to get into it so we have a place to live. We need it. We must. It is a must for us. For you, you haven't identified, or maybe it is a must for you, just not treating it that way. Maybe it is your home or should be your home. You're not treating it that way. And so you have to realize that just because the finish line keeps getting moved, that you can't stop, because ultimately you need to get home. And the only way you will get there is if you continue. If you press on, if you continue to move forward. If you stop too soon, you will end up homeless. If you stop too soon, you will end up without the chance to live inside of your destiny. If you give up too soon, you will end up living outside of your happiness. You must push through the finish line so that you can make it home. And so my question for you, my challenge for you, the thing I want to press into your mind, and I want you to identify, to discover, to search internally is what if you had to identify one area of your life as the home that you just have not stepped into yet? It could be a profession. It could be it could be a skill. It could be a career path. It could be a relationship. It could be a hobby. But what area of your life should be a home for you that you've yet to identify? What's going on, Mr. Naughty? I always appreciate you being here first and on time. We're getting ready to wrap up, but it's been a good topic. So make sure you catch the replay of this one. And it's really relevant story for the day. Like, hot off the press for today. And what's funny is me doing this. So again, before I shot this, my energy was low. And I was sitting there. I'm sad about the thing with the home situation. I'm sad about just trying to get all this work done. I'm here in the space in which I don't like. This is not my office space, right? And I'm thinking about business and ways I get it to grow, make it progress, and like how I'm frustrated with things in that area, how I want more, want to do more, want to have more, want to be more, and all this stuff. And just talking about this right here makes me feel better. So I know that if you go down the road of discovery with this question, it will help you. So again, what part of your life has been something you've been trying to achieve, where the finish line keeps getting pushed on you, but you gave up? Possibly, you may still be chasing some of those things, but maybe you gave up. And the way I want you to look at it is, what if that thing was like your home? What if that thing was the thing you needed to move into to feel like you were at home? If it was a physical house, and the finish line kept getting pushed on you, you would do what it took to be in there because you'd be homeless without it. And so it's the same thing with where you should be living in your life, whether it be a hobby, a skill, a career choice, a job, a business, whatever it is, a person, friendships, communities, whatever it is. that finish line is worth it because you have to identify that thing as your home. My wife is my home. My children are my home. No matter how much the finish line would be pushed on them, I would continue to chase. This thing right here, this channel right here, finish line has definitely been moved multiple times, but I'm still here because I feel like I'm at home. The reason I feel so good and excited right now speaking to you, because I feel like I'm at home. Like I just feel much better. Just being here in front of you right now makes me feel so much better. I feel like I'm at home. So where's your home? What is your finish line in life? For me, Mr. Nardi, my finish line is like 4 key things. Build out a brand that allows all folks that are working for it to be financially wealthy and secure, to change the lives of 1 billion people, and hopefully as a part of that, accumulate over $1 billion in wealth. The way I see it is if I can help 1 billion people, I would think that help is at least worth $1 per person. Like I just think I think the math will do itself. Okay. Make sure that my family, so as in the folks that live under my roof, related by blood and by love, all that, so friends and family, so the blood and love kind of goes with that all those people benefit from my hard work in a way that they get to live a life that allows them the freedom and choices that they should have. And then the other last one is to build an example. So again, my one word is build. Build an example for the word to follow in terms of having an institution that is technologically forward and educationally sound. So I don't know whether it's a little bit more complicated to explain what that'll look like. But that's ultimately what I want to do, is create something that becomes the example for the world in terms of education and in terms of technology when it comes to something being renewable. I know that seems like it's far away from me just speaking here on YouTube about mindset and questioning, but it actually all kind of makes sense if you understand the stuff that's in my brain. So that's where I am. That's what I got. I appreciate y'all. What's your job outside of YouTube? I am a operational analyst. I actually work for a financial regulator regularly during the day. And then by night, of course, I put on my YouTube cape. I have this brand here. And I also have another brand that is more technology based. I actually kind of have 3 different roles outside of my job. I have this here, which is a little bit softer, not high business, but just getting a lot of content. This is really what I enjoy more so than anything else, and it is more of a moneymaker. The other one is a brand I'm building as a tech-based brand that shall be the moneymaker. And then I work with a company that already works with entrepreneurs, and that is the thing that already generates some income, some side income for me, because the company, we already have clients and things that we work with. So, yeah. So I actually do speak a lot in terms of training people either online. I do a lot of Zoom meetings. I do a lot of, we bring clients in locally and then train them here in the area, kind of breakout events that we do. And I do go to events and then speak on stage occasionally. So I may be on stage at least twice a year. So I'll be speaking this February. Will be the next time I'll be on stage speaking. So I'm looking forward to that and getting ready for it. I'm trying to be like Tony Robbins on here. No, actually, no, I'm not trying to be like Tony Robbins. I love Tony Robbins. Definitely a huge follower of Tony Robbins. I went to an event of his, let's say a few months ago, that my wife gladly bought me a ticket for as a gift for Father's Day. Bless her heart. So no, I'm not trying to be like Tony Robbins. I love Tony Robbins. I definitely do take some of his teachings, but I have a different, again, my goal is a little bit different than his. And so I am me and he is him. I'm not looking to chase his exact footsteps, but if I become one day as big as he is, that is fine. I just want to do it in my own way. Okay. So Mr. Nardi, let's see. I mean, find your path, man. I mean, it's, at 19. So again, you're 19. So let me tell you, at 19. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get off of here because there's some other things I got to get to. At 19, Again, I was would have been, either following up or ending my freshman year, or have been in my sophomore year of college. Again, I played football, um, playing a lot of video games. Knew that I loved math, and that I still knew I wanted to do something in the world. So at 19, I think I was dabbling. I really was just focusing on money, and I was dabbling in a lot of different money opportunities, like those online money opportunities I was wasting my money and time on. I got into one thing I got into for a while. I remember if I was 19 when I was doing this. I think I was about 20 or 21, was the gambling game, and like online gambling in terms of sports betting. I think the other thing I probably was doing when I was 21 was either foreign exchange trading, or 19, I was probably getting into foreign exchange stuff. But I was doing a lot of that stuff, just kind of trying to. I kept getting caught up with get rich quick schemes. And so anything that I would tell a 19-year-old, especially if they're in college or whatever your situation is, find something that you can make a bunch of mistakes at. Like, I can't find so if you are, even if you aren't going to get into business the rest of your life. So this is the thing. So folks will tell folks like, well, if you're not in the business, you don't have to start a business. I think that each person on this earth should at least try to start a few businesses once, right? You don't have to stick to it your entire life, but the lessons you get from it, not just about business, but about yourself, is amazing. Right. So you can go into business and fail, but you find out a lot about yourself, find out more about what you want to do, how you want to spend your time, what things are valuable to you, especially if that business allows you to travel a little bit. Like, it really, really, really will allow you to discover a little bit more about you. And I think at 19, I think that's the thing that every 19-year-old should be doing, is really discovering more about themselves. Like, again, I'm 30 now. I still at 30, I still am finding plenty of things that I'm learning and discovering about myself. So it never stops, but just I think that accelerates the process if you do it that way. Okay, so that's what I got, y'all. I really do have to run. Mr. Nardi got y'all some bonus content, so thank him as I share some extra tidbits and nuggets for those that are listening out there. And they say, here's some advice for you now from the younger generation if you want to make this bigger. Clickbait titles and thumbnails. LOL. Yeah, I know. I'm the last couple of titles a little more clickbaity. I've liked the assassin piece, and the thumbnails I already know. I already know about the thumbnail piece. Listen, man. He'll be 7 months tomorrow. And you got the eldest 10, married, trying to move, got your own business, trying to run and help as a executive board member on another one. It gets pretty busy. And so my time to do thumbnails isn't as available as I used to be. If you look through some of my old videos, I'll always have thumbnails. And so I will get back to that eventually. Just not right here. It's not the priority. I'm aware it's not the priority. And again, you'll get that. Again, you'll understand a little bit about that in terms of, again, just where my mental space is and really what's important. This channel will grow over time. I'm doing this because I like it. I'll get back into this even more. I have plenty of ideas for this channel as I can put more energy into it. So when I get back to that point, I will. But the very, very minimum I told myself I dedicate was that I would stop missing on my What If Wednesdays, and I make sure I get these out, because this is the one series I've been doing the longest, and it's actually one that I just frankly enjoy. Like, I think it's slightly different. It's a different take on the typical mindset stuff that you get out here on YouTube, and so it's my spin on that genre. It's my contribution to the betterment space, so to speak. And so that's why I do it. So that's why I'm here, and I appreciate you. Appreciate the feedback. I love the feedback, and I appreciate it. Keep it coming. All right, man. Have a great day. See you next week. I'll see everybody coming up soon. Make sure you share this with a friend, family member, or a foe because they need this information too. I appreciate you. And as usual, treat each day as a building block to a better future. Peace.